Hi, I'm Tim Gibson. I'm going to talk to you about taping drywall joints. Now, as you can see up here, a drywall joint is wherever you've got two pieces of drywall coming together or you've got a crack in your drywall. Now, this is something you just can't mud over because eventually, just with house settling and different things and vibrations that happen in the house, if you just put mud over this line would show up again as a crack. So what we've got to do is we've got to tape it. Now, the first method we can use is using a fiberglass, which I've already got in place here. This fiberglass tape has a little bit of adhesive on the back of it, so without anything on the wall, you just apply it directly over that crack and press it in place. And then we take our joint compound and we put a layer over it, and then take a broad knife and scrape that off. Now, the second method is to use the paper tape. Now, when we use the paper tape, we actually got to take our drywall mud and we need to put the layer. And the first time we put this on, we actually want to work it down into the crack. And scraping it smooth, such as this. And you're going to use about a 2.5 to 3 inch knife when you're doing this. And then we want to put just a thin coat over the crack. And once we got that thin coat in place, then we can come back with our tape and we can press this tape in place. Now, in this case, the tape was a little bit longer than the drywall, so I just ripped it off. Now, once that tape is in place, now I'm going to take a wider knife, a 6-inch broad knife in this case, and then I'm going to press that tape down into the drywall mud, and I'll do it going down, and then I'll do it going up. Now, if you get a little bit of residual on there and not a really smooth finish, then what you want to do is you want to scrape off your broad knife and get down to a clean knife, and then go back over the whole thing again. And this is going to be a very thin layer that you're doing because we want this tapered. We're going to let this dry 24 hours. Then we're going to put another thin layer on that's a little bit wider. Let it dry 24 hours and then put another layer on that's a little bit wider than that. You should end up with an area that's patched that's about 6 to 8 inches wide and very smooth and require very little sanding. Then all you got to do is prime it, paint it, and you've got a nice patch. So I'm Tim Gibson, and that's how to tape drywall.